On May 16, members of the BTO-Sen union, who are resisting anti-union pressure at Queen Flowers, a Danish-owned company in Dikili, Izmir, held a press statement in front of the Consulate General of Denmark in Istanbul. The protest denounced workplace mobbing, threats, and rights violations, including targeted actions against female workers. The demonstrators demanded respect for union rights and the reinstatement of the dismissed union representative. The workers' protests are ongoing. At Temel Konta, workers from Petrol İş Union have been on strike since 10 December 2024. On May 22nd, workers made a statement in front of the factory and protested the strike-breaking practices and the attack on the picket line on May 16th. The Petrol İş Union İzmir Aliya branch made a press statement in front of the Bayraklı courthouse before the trial held on June 13th regarding of the determination of the employer's strike-breaking practices. On May 21st, 213 members of the Petrol İş Union who work at Toros Agriculture went on strike following the failure of collective bargaining negotiations that had been ongoing since January 10th. The workers continue to struggle against low wages and the denial of social rights. At the DYO paint factories in Dilovası and Chile, workers from Petrol İş Union went on strike on May 22nd following the failure of collective bargaining negotiations. The strike, launched in response to inadequate wage increases amid a severe economic crisis, and continues with determination. On May 27th, workers from the Petrol İş Union at the Rekit Benkisar factory in Tuzla went on strike after refusing the employer's low-wage offer during collective bargaining negotiations. Members of UİDER have paid solidarity visits to the striking workers. On May 31st, workers who went on strike on May 13th at TPI Composites factories in Menemen and Chile held a mass meeting with their families at Chile Kasaplar Square. On May 30 and June 12, Şişli municipality workers from Genel İş Union held protests in front of the municipality building over unpaid wages, bonuses, and overtime pay. The trustee-appointed municipal administration has also recently taken away their Saturday leave, citing rising costs. The workers keep struggling against these attacks on their rights. The strike that began on 7th May at Portakal Plastic and Porville factories, led by the Petrol İş Union, ended with victory on 3rd June. Following the agreement, wages were increased by 66.5%, along with raises in bonuses and overtime pay. On June 4th, Culture Radio Television, KRT workers, stopped working to demand their unpaid wages and rights, which have been withheld since March. The next day, they protested in front of the KRT building, demanding payment and an end to ongoing dismissals. During a solidarity event on the third day of the Eid holiday, the workers reiterated their call for editorial independence and payment of outstanding receivables. Around 23,000 workers at the Izmir Metropolitan Municipality companies, İzelman, İzenerji, and Egeshehir went on strike on May 29th, demanding equal pay for equal work. The strike ended on June 4th after the DİSK Genel İş Union accepted the municipality's offer of a 30% wage increase plus a 19% inflation adjustment. Following the strike, however, it was announced that 800 İzDOE workers and 230 İzUlaş and İzBeton workers would be dismissed as of July 4th. Mayor Şemil Tugay blamed the union for budget difficulties caused by the previously signed collective agreement. Belediye İş Union declared the dismissals unlawful and demanded the cancellation of the decision. On June 14th, hundreds of people with disabilities marched and held a press statement at the Great Meeting of People with Disabilities, demanding equal access and dignified lives for all.